deep fly ball, a drive to center field. That'll get over the head of Robinson and all the way to the fence.
Lorbeck drives the lane, puts it up, right-hand lane, gets it to fall. He'll go to line for one more.
Very nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around Engel. He stones him far side.
Point blank on Engel again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap, Engel looking left, now looking right. Throw far side, throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side, pile on. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. Line ball into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert. Feed it in. Matty Ray, a right-hand lane and down.
Great steal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
Four skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One timer to Martin Suna. Knock off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right, and looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Byer.
And your state champions.
Your state champion,
Your Bayport Pirates.
Swinging a fly ball to center
Beekman.
field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Here we are at the Battle of the Bay for 2025.
Let us know when we're live, Connor.
We're on it.
We're on. Welcome to Battle on the Bay, ladies and gentlemen. We are super excited to be bringing you some great wrestling today from Bayport High School, the largest single-day tournament in the state. This is Brian LeClaire, and I am joined today with Eli Comp.
Yes, hello and welcome.
And, of course, Connor Olson subbing in. We got on the production for us today, so thanks for joining us. The format that we have currently, we are going to be bringing you the semifinal action. So we have two different mats going. We have Ryan Wellnitz and Steve Lurquin from Wisconsin Grappler on one mat, and myself and Eli on the other. So we've switched over a little bit today, and we're using new tracking systems. Track wrestling is out.
All kinds of new fun stuff to work with today. You know, we got a lot of people helping us out tech-wise. We got a bunch of kids running around doing our towel tapping, and we want to say a big thanks right to kick it off to everybody that's helping us out here. This tournament does take a lot of work, and we appreciate all the help that we get.
Heck yeah, so we're getting live for semifinals, and today with all these teams, Eli, I mean, we have a ton of ranked wrestlers.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see the level of talent that we get at these higher levels. Being able to watch these finals at a position like this, I mean, you pay $3-4 to get in, and it's worth every penny. We get to see a lot of high caliber kids coming in this tournament. A lot of very nice schools that we appreciate coming, so we are excited to see what goes down.
Absolutely. So we're just about ready to go and get some wrestling in here. We'll try to figure out who our contestants are and try to fill you in on what they've done so far today, if possible. And we are about ready to go live here at 106.
Looks like we've got a little Denmark and West Bend to kick us off.
And West Bend wrestler in the black today, that is, bear with me, Colin Weber, who's ranked number 5. He's a freshman, ranked 5th in Division 1, and he'll be wrestling Cullen Zellner from Denmark, who is ranked number 7, and he is a sophomore. So here we go. We're going to start off our semifinal match with two ranked wrestlers, Eli.
That's a pretty good way to start it off. I saw Zellner this morning in the first half of his bracket. He was looking good. I'm sure our West Bend wrestler did the same. So I'm excited to see how this shakes down. Very antsy to get going here.
Heck yeah. So thanks again for joining us. Again, we got to settle in here. We got a few hours with just some great wrestling. And we're excited to bring it to you, and we're going to do the best that we can to kind of have a little bit of fun along the way.
Absolutely.
Especially in the sub-zero temperatures we got out there. I mean, why not come down and watch a little wrestling?
Hey, I'm glad we're inside, man. Football players being outside for this kind of weather just knocks my socks off. I wouldn't do it.
And hey, I do have to mention, if you are out and about today, please take a little stop at Tix. The Bayport Pirates baseball team is holding a meat raffle today.
All right.
Drew is there. I couldn't make it, so if you can, get on out and support your Bayport Pirates today as well. Had to throw that in there.
Perfect.
So here we go. We're about ready to start. And the semifinals for 2025 Battle on the Bay are underway.
Here we go. 106 Zellner versus Weber. We've got some good hand fighting. Always good to adjust your headgear right away at the beginning of a match. It's a little bit of a joke. We don't like to see it, but it does happen.
Colin Weber, the freshman from West Bend, is the red singlet, or I apologize, the red
black
band.
Singlet, black, yep. He looks like he's in on a little bit of a front head, doing a good job stepping over the leg there.
Thought I
Looks
heard
like
the official
Zellner
call
still
three,
got a
but
leg.
Nothing.
Trying to keep fighting through that position. We got no points yet.
Good scrambling here.
Very good. Good work by West Bend to pick that ankle. There we go, get our points. First 3 points of the finals.
Zellner just kind of was staying on his knees a little bit too long there.
Yeah, these guys are doing a great job, being very technical. It's always good to see that lighter weights being quick as they are, using a lot of high-level technique. We like seeing this ankle pick out of West Bend. He's doing a good job controlling that elbow as well, trying to set up a little cradle maybe. Got to work the edge of the mat here and make sure we stay in bounds. Don't want to give up a good position like this on top. You know, it's always good to keep your pressure on, set the pace and say, hey, I'm here to wrestle. Are you? Let's figure it out.
30 seconds left here in the first period.
Looks like he does have a cradle locked up. We're trying to bring it back.
And
maybe a little too close to 45. We're starting to get
got
swipes.
some swipes there.
Short
so
time, want to be real precise. Want to try to drag this back, not do anything silly and give up a reversal or nothing.
Looks like he's got 3 currently.
Golden 3, that's right.
Still got that locked in, so that's why the official hasn't awarded the points yet.
And here we are at the end of the first period.
First period
score looks like 6-0. Is that right?
Colin Weber up 6-0 here in the beginning. And Colin Zellner will defer until the third period. Colin Weber is going to choose down.
Looks like Zellner's getting a little bit of a better jump off the whistle here. Doing a good job riding that ankle. Trying to make his weight heavy on top. Doing a good job following those hips, not getting out of position, not worrying too much. He's got to get a hand back to that head maybe. He's got a deep crotch lock, which does make it hard for Weber to advance. But at some point, he's going to have to make a bit more of an explosive move or risk having his hips pinned down like we're seeing now.
That's exactly what happens as Weber gets the 2-point reversal, making it 8-0 with 1:20 left here in the second period. See Weber now just wants to kind of ride. He knows he's got that 8-point lead. And coming across the face here. Trying to work another cradle.
He's doing a good job getting in the same move. We'd like to see that bottom knee kind of come in and be able to push those hips away. Seems like Weber's having a bit of a hard time getting to that. He does a great job. He gets this locked.
Now here's where you get that knee right in the rib cage if he wants to, but instead he's going to try to walk it out here. Like to see him try to get on his toes, right?
Get on his toes, yes, hips low. See, now he made the adjustment. He's trying to pull that shoulder, that close shoulder
and
to
there's
him
the fall.
And we get a pin to start our day.
And that's a fall for Colin Weber in the second period, 40 seconds remaining to advance to the finals in Battle on the Bay. So we have our first participant to make a final, and that's Colin Weber from West Bend Co-op, the freshman, ranked number 5 in the state of Wisconsin with the victory.
Now we're going to be moving up in the weight, going to 113.
And
we got 2 new wrestlers here.
Once you know it, we have another West
Bend
wrestler.
Yes, sir.
And I'm trying to figure out here.
Our red singlet looks like Mr. Lubinski.
Lubinski. And trying to find, oh, there's Lubinski from West Bend West in the red. And
We got a big lift and a mat return for our first points of the match here. Great three-point takedown. Getting a good handle on that wrist there, going straight into his offense from the top.
And
we like to see this kind of flow wrestling, moving from one move to the next, working into a cradle and locking it up, coming back fast. We like to see another pin quick.
And
here we are. So that was our match with Corrigan from De Pere and Mr. Lubinsky from West Bend. So it looks like we've got a quick turnaround on 113 and now moving up to 120.
And we apologize with our little late on some of who is wrestling when, but hopefully we'll be able to find some of this in a little faster time. Looks like our first wrestler here at 120 is going to be from St. Croix Falls, Caden Hahn, who is ranked 4th in the state in Division II. We're still waiting to see who his opponent will be. Of course, Bayport's own. We had two 13-pounders today.
It's always good to see the homegrown talent. You know, we spend a lot of time in the room with these kids. It just makes you happy to see them. And of course, all these other schools have a lot of great coaches behind them, and everybody's here to support, which we love to see.
So it looks like we got our next participant, which is Gavin Say from Franklin, the senior, ranked number 8 in the state, taking on Caden Hahn from St. Croix Falls, ranked 4th in Division II. Should be a good one. Another ranked matchup here at 2025's Battle on the Bay tournament.
There we go. We're doing a much better job of staying forward to forward instead of ear to ear in these ties. So both of these guys are trying to stay in an advantageous position. A lot of the times we get tired or we have newer wrestlers, they'll just say, oh, I'm okay with you being as good as I am. But these guys are out here trying to impose their will. They're doing a great job staying in good position, fighting those hands, fighting that head position very well.
So two ranked seniors battling out here in the first period.
St. Croix Falls is a new school to me, but they have had a lot of good talent so far this morning. And it looks like they're trying to push a couple guys into the finals. We get a nice takedown out of them. Quick movements, trying to work into that coffee grinder kind of position, using that head as a lever. Doing a very good job making pressure on the bottom wrestler. We'll see what kind of position he can come up with here. It looks like we're having some good defense. Maybe a little bit of a, hey, where do I want to go? What can I use? What are my options here? Trying to see if this ref maybe encourages the wrestlers to keep working. Our bottom wrestlers having a tough time getting out of there.
Just tried a little sit out here, almost kind of got around a little bit.
Doing a good job working off his belly, trying to get up. St. Croix is doing a good job following the hips, staying behind. We got a arm bar in on the left side, trying to capture that wrist.
Yeah, and
now
I
he's
think
got
he might
to
have got
drive
it.
his shoulder down. I've seen a lot of arm bars today, but very few where we get a nice forward and downward.
Now it looks like he's got that wrist, and
really
he should start getting some swipes here.
He is. Now what we're looking for here is that elbow.
Short time, only 5 seconds left, but it looks like we're gonna have at least 4. We're gonna have 4 near fall.
So it's very important for all of our wrestlers when they're trying to run an arm bar. We want to put our shoulder on top of their shoulder. A lot of guys try to lift that arm bar, and that's what happened there. You do get your bottom wrestler to come over. You will get your near fall, but it does make it very hard to actually find a fall. So here we go into the second period now. Up 7-0.
Gavin Say says, hey, let's try this again. Let's start fresh. I'm going to go in neutral.
Nice slide by attempt. Good hips by Franklin, but still ending up on the bottom. Looks like we're working right into another arm bar.
And Caden Hahn, the number 4 ranked wrestler in D2, has got a commanding lead here, 10-0, with a minute 33 left here in the second period over Gavin Say from Franklin, the number 8 in Division I.
Definitely a commanding lead, but with our new scoring points as of just a few years ago, you get 1 point for an escape, and then 7 points, you can get a takedown and 4 near fall very quickly and it could make this match a little 8-10 and be right back in it. So we always love to see that that drive from these wrestlers, and our point scoring system does allow them to make up those gaps. So not going to put anybody out of this one. We like to see a lot of fight.
Say trying to get up from the base, can't do it. We got another armbar here.
Doing a great job sliding. You know, not in a great position, having that armbar sunk in, but he doesn't give up his back, doesn't let it turn. So he's doing a good job keeping himself in a position to fight for this match.
40 seconds here remaining in the second period of our semifinal match here at 120 pounds.
So now it looks like he's actually got the cross wrist and the armbar. A little bit of a new motion here.
See
Maybe
the
we can
official
get a
telling Say he's got to start moving or he's going to pop him. Can't just lay on your belly hoping to fight off an
Gotta
armbar.
keep working. Well, now,
And
so
there's-
top's covering the hips. And this is a good position to be in, but we can't stay there forever.
Stalling call. Warning issued on Gavin Say.
Got short time left here, keeping it tough. See what our choice is going into the third period.
Of course, 126 coming up next. Hopefully we get to see a little Aloya Schlump action. Senior made it into the semifinals today.
So we got a choice to go neutral here in the third.
Still 10-0, 2 minutes left.
Interesting to see if maybe we get a takedown for 3 and then a decision to cut and go for a tech fall, or do maybe we ride out and try to get that pin. So these are some of the things that the coaches might be worrying about in the corner, but still a very interesting match. A lot of fight going on. Love to see this kind of aggression throughout the whole period, especially off the mat. I'm gonna come in and reset.
Hey, and gotta mention, anyone listening in today, please send it in. We'll give you a little shout out. Let us know if you're listening on our whatever page, Facebook page, Twitter page, Voice of Bayport. Let us know you're watching. We'll give you a shout out live on air.
It's always good to listen in. We love to have the support of the people, but boy, it is awesome to be able to be here in person, seeing all this great wrestling going on.
Absolutely, especially with the front row seats we got today,
And
Eli.
I got called in last minute. Our friend Chandler,
Chandler
who's done this
couldn't
the
make
last
it
few
today.
years, he couldn't make it, so I stepped in. I'm very happy to be here. And we've got our major decision. Oh, sorry, tech
Little
fall.
Tech fall,
at the end.
16-1. So the senior from St. Croix Falls is going to advance to the championship round. Caden Hahn, a great match. He kind of controlled it from start to finish.
He did, absolutely. Did a good job getting to his offense. You know, we always talk about imposing our will. So that's what we want to go out there and do. He was able to get the takedowns and control the top position. So good for him, looking to make a similar statement in the finals, I'm sure.
Next wrestler up here, we're going to move to 126.
We got Mr.
Paxton
Gish from Slinger.
Gish from Slinger, the sophomore, rated number 11 in the state for Division I wrestling. Boy, and this class was absolutely stacked from the get-go.
No kidding. And there's so much
Or
development
32.
that we see with these kids getting into the off-season kind of camps, you know, all of your extra time that you're putting in. It's awesome to see how much dedication these kids have and the ability that they get to use these tools at their disposal. You know, my dad always told me about how you can look anything up now. And when he was a kid, you know, you had to learn it from someone firsthand. And I didn't have YouTube, all those fun things. But it's awesome to see the kinds of skills that these kids develop at this age. So here we go with just a little bit of a break in the action at 126. We got our wrestlers ready to go. Coaches in the corners, and wrestling's gonna go down. Here we go, ankle bands on, refs ready to go,
Trying
wrestlers ready to
figure
go.
out our wrestlers here. Paxton Gish from
Little
Slinger, the
shake of hands,
sophomore.
and we are off. So it looks like we're having some great hand fighting. These guys are doing head-to-head just like we talked about earlier. Nice level changes out of West. Maybe a little bit more of a preference to be in that low stance. always good to see a different shakeup. Try to get your opponent guessing where you're going to be coming from. It's always interesting to see how as these weights move up, the stance kind of seems to move up as well. You know, we got a big throw, trying to keep that whizzer, trying to use it, trying to hip in. Looks like we might end up pushing this out. Oh, we got a three-point takedown and out of bounds.
Kept that foot in. That's a new
job.
rule.
Foot in. Great mat awareness by Slinger here. Doing a good job being smart on the edge of the mat. Taking a position that's definitely more 50-50. Those scrambles that all of our kids love to get into, and coming out with the better of it. So now we see working on top here, trying to get that cross-face cradle. Getting those hands very close together, trying to make a lock, trying to get that all tight.
He's got it in. He's got that hip right to the hip.
Getting some near
foot
fall.
Whacked. I always like to get that knee right in the ribs there, or into the hip, just to flatten them out a little bit more.
It's like trying to kick that far foot even to get that post away. That's a nice move.
Great job up on his toes here. Still have 50 seconds.
Lots of fight coming.
And there is the fall in the first period. 1 minute, 15 seconds for Paxton Gish from Slinger. The sophomore continues his run and will now be getting to wrestle in the finals.
That's awesome to see. You know, some of these kids are walking out here with mustaches that would make make us proud, but holy cow. Doesn't necessarily tell you who's going to come out the better wrestler. Now we're bumping our way up to 132. Rolling right along, getting through the action. Looks like we've got McQuanago and Germantown. Two great programs.
Two great programs, and we got to say, I mean, these are the same jerseys. Same singlets, not jerseys, apologies.
Blue, I would say a little bit more of maybe a royal blue on the side of McQuanago, but yeah, the double yellow stripe in the middle.
That doesn't help.
You know, very hard to keep them apart, but that's why we have ankle bands, folks.
This is still 126, is that why?
Is that right? Okay.
So we do have McGuanago's Gavin Meineke from McGuanago, the 8th ranked senior. Looks like we're flying along. We're just going to keep letting you know who we got out there. So we got the senior from McGuanago and trying to figure out the other wrestler's name here. Sorry, folks.
We're in a bit of a front headlock position here, doing a little snap down, doing a little back and forth. Our bottom wrestler's doing a good job trying to control that elbow, reset his position. Out on the edge of the mat, like we need to know. There's another great mat awareness takedown, trying to get those 3 points, being smart and using that edge of the mat to your advantage. Now we're going to go out of bounds and reset.
1 minute left here in the first period. That's what I'm saying. That's why we need that shot. You can't tell who's wrestling.
Got an interesting position here, having that hand in, doing a little switch action, getting covered up and not quite coming through on that. Now we're looking to reset here. Being again on the edge of the mat, got to be smart, got to circle in and keep wrestling. Got a nice little quad pod. We'd like to see that bottom wrestler come to the hands on his waist. So I like to see when we can control a hand while still being hands down on the mat. You know, it keeps that top wrestler from being able to lock, and then we can keep progressing forward once we have hand control. But you make a little bit of a mistake there, bring your hands up off the mat too early and getting returned. So also being on the edge of the mat, getting reset. Now we're belly down and not in the best position. But hopefully we can see some continued effort here. Trying to get that left arm free again. Our wrestler from Germantown on top, doing a good job using that 2-on-1, trying to dig in an arm bar and a wrist.
And Isaac Weber from Germantown is a sophomore, ranked number 4 in the state. We're starting to get some data coming through here, Eli. So apologies again, but we're going to bring you what we got. So another ranked battle here. Number 4 against number 8 in the state. You don't see that at many wrestling tournaments here in the semifinals. This is usually more reserved for a finals match. That's the beauty of the Battle on the Bay.
Yeah, awesome amount of schools, great talent at all levels here. We love to see the kind of competition that we can get.
So 2 ranked wrestlers battling here, 3-0.
Good move off the whistle here, trying to get into that escape kind of position. Hips coming up from Germantown, trying to stay in control. Being on the edge of the mat, coming down to the 2 legs. He's gonna get stalled and giving up that 1-point escape. So here we go.
1-point escape. Now we're cooking here, Eli. Now we're
tight
cooking.
match, 3-1. So we'd like to see anybody's match at this point. Who wants it more? Having a bit of a hand fighting battle. Great low shot, getting into the legs, but our head position's a little bit out. Going out the back door now. Like to see that change to 1 ankle, trying to get that leg stepped over, which we do. Awesome job, knowing what to do.
Great job.
Being familiar with that position and coming out on top there.
And that puts the senior up 6-1 over Isaac Weber, the sophomore from Germantown. Ooh, nice little cradle on the edge of the mat. Coach is saying, let's go, let's go.
There we go, resetting in the second period with 47 seconds left. Got Gavin set on the bottom, hoping to get a quick move, maybe get up on top. Maybe show his own kind of stuff that he can work, those tilts, those bars. Some kind of offense, hopefully, coming out of the break. Down 6-1, still in it, still trying to fight.
30 seconds left here in the second period.
Again, right to the edge of the mat. Getting called potentially dangerous. Gonna reset, no worries there.
So we got 24 seconds left here in the second period.
Isaac Weber's doing a great job staying on top, staying tough. Seems like he's getting the better of the first move off the whistle and trying to move to his offense. But we got to give it up to Gavin for doing a good job fighting on the bottom, not being easy, not giving it up. Trying to fight those hands. We'd like to see Gavin try to work to control a hand. So he's doing a good job keeping his free. But then once we have a free hand, we want to turn it into a controlling hand.
Isaac Walker is going to choose down here. Got the lead 6-1.
We always think I'm going to be able to get my 1-point escape. That's what we want to see out of these
Gotta go
wrestlers.
try to get your one.
If you want to be able to win at a state tournament, you got to get your 1-point escape. That's what we've been teaching our kids. That's what I've been told as long as I've been doing this. So we'd like to see Isaac Weber be able to get up. There's his 1-point escape, and now he's looking to go back on the offensive. Little ear-to-ear collar tie, getting out of that quickly. Like that recognition by both wrestlers saying, hey, I want a position where I'm the dominant wrestler. Lots of good movement. These guys look like they're in good shape. Trying to keep fighting hands, trying to keep banging the head around.
And if
making openings for themselves, getting the other guy to move.
And if you're Gavin here, you really need to press. Down 7-1, you got to try to get that takedown.
Got to be moving, got to circle hard. We want to get a nice cross face, get both those legs circling left. Now we're in a bit of a 50-50 position here. Want to slide back. Right now, we're burning
Good stalemate
time.
call here.
I like the call.
As Bayport's Aloysius Schlumpf is now getting ready to wrestle on the other mat.
So Isaac Weber might be thinking to himself, hey, I'm up 7-1, sorry. And I've got 52 seconds left. Hey, I don't want to do anything crazy. So it's really going to be put on to Gavin to put the pedal down and go see if he can score some points.
Just
looks like he's trying very well.
There.
Trying to throw in an underhook and a little leg, maybe trying to hip toss. I like the effort. I like the aggressive style. Getting a good call out of bounds, still neutral. And still enough time to make something happen if you're Gavin.
Gavin, the senior, realizes there's 37 seconds left, and if he wants to make it to the finals, he's going to have to start moving quickly.
He's doing a good job. getting those hips back, staying in good position, trying to attack. But again, it's going to have to be more than just staying in good position. We got to go big offense. Got to make up 6 points.
And if you're
here with
Isaac
20
Weber,
seconds.
you don't have to stress here.
But he's going to put in the work. He's going to try to get another takedown anyway. We love to see that kind of effort. Always staying in good position, always looking to score.
Short time, 10 seconds left, and there is another takedown.
It's 3 points and a big lift. I mean, these kids are not giving up at all. That's a great match. Lots of great effort by both kids.
Isaac Weber from Germantown, the number 4 ranked wrestler in the state, defeats Gavin Meineke, the number 8 wrestler in the state, 10-1 here at the 126-pound weight class. Great match. I mean, these semifinals, you're just seeing talented kids, sophomores, juniors, seniors. It doesn't matter. All the work that these guys put in the offseason, it's pretty incredible.
Absolutely. These kids come out here to wrestle, and it makes it a fun day for everybody to watch. Now we are at the 138-pound weight class, and it looks like we have Landon Bogard, who's a junior from East Troy. Wrestling against Colton K. I'm going to just say K. Not going to take a stab at that last
Colton
name.
Katz.
From Aquanago.
Katzfee?
Katzfee. Colton Katz. Here we go.
Colton Katz.
Doing a great job getting that early offense going. Saying, hey, I'm going to throw this at you. What can you do about it? Great shot low, down to that ankle. Stepping in, driving, running those legs, and coming out on top.
And Logan Bogard from East Troy, the junior, is ranked number 1 in the state in Division II. And Colton Katz, the senior from Guanago, ranked number 9 in the state in Division I. So again, a ranked matchup here at the semifinals. What a great day of wrestling, huh, Eli?
No kidding. We're spoiled to be able to see this many ranked kids coming out here, working really hard and showing us their best stuff. So we got that early takedown for Landon and a 1-point escape. We're back on our feet, and it's anybody's match.
And it's not every day you see a number 1 ranked wrestler in the state. Really great to see Logan Bogard from East Troy competing today.
These guys are definitely getting some good reactions out of each other. It's interesting to see who's going to win the battle of how can I get you to move. Doing a good job circling. Lots of offense. I like where Landon was trying to go, but Colton did a great job of staying in good position, getting out of a bad spot, and staying neutral in this first period. Short time left here. We're looking to see if someone can score.
Ooh,
and a great shot. I mean, good effort. We don't want to see anybody slowing down, but
short time like that, kind
Colton
of a wild
takes a
shot,
shot.
costed him 3 points there.
And Landon gets the better of it, absolutely. Yeah, it cost him. So now we're getting set in referee's position here for the second. Caution.
A little too quick there.
A little bit of an early jump, but
Only 2 seconds left. Worth
you
a
get
shot.
one of those, you know, you get a free one.
You can. Every once in a while, you get a little free point if you go look just at the right time.
If you catch your opponent sleeping, you can definitely make the better of it. So it looks like Landon's trying to throw that leg in. Doing a little bit of a cross body ride. Trying to work on that left arm and try to get a little bit of a turn here, maybe create some pressure. He's totally hanging right now.
Totally hanging here.
Trying to create a lot of pressure, keeping that arm legal. But he's trying to work in an arm bar.
Little stalemate called.
I like
Let's
the call.
reset.
Doesn't seem like we were going to get anywhere out of that. Maybe we can see Colton be more aware of that leg coming in, but now we've switched sides. So Landon's doing a good job going from the right side on the first break to the left side, throwing that leg in. trying to create his offense, saying, hey, I can do this from both sides. Can you deal with it from both sides?
And Eli, that was my style of wrestling, throwing a leg either side, work it, and great job here. And a fall.
And a fall.
Boy,
Awesome.
the #1 wrestler in the state, Landon Bogard, sure looked it for Division II as he gets the fall here in the second period.
No kidding.
Looking over at the other mat here, Aloya Schlump in a tight battle, down 3-2 at the moment against Logan Shad from Kiel. And we bump up to 144 pounds here. We'll just keep rolling along, folks. It's one match after another. We're not slowing down. And we will be bringing you the third place matches later on this afternoon here from Bayport.
So it looks like we've got Ethan Immel and Landon Fick. So these are two seniors, one coming out of Kewaskum and the other from Plymouth.
And let me try to find one.
Very aggressive start. A little bit of jawing going on outside. Want to see some good sportsmanship out of all these guys, but everybody's here to have some fun. Go out there and do their best stuff. So good hand fighting battle. These guys are both saying, hey, let's not get too crazy right away. Let's feel it out. Let's see how this guy's going to move. Where can I get my offense started? Getting a lot of pushing, a lot of level changing, but nobody's tying up too close yet. But now we get a nice collar tie into a shot on the left side. Heads inside on that single, looking to elevate it. Doing a good job keeping the hips in good position and getting our first 3 points.
And Ethan Immel, the senior from Kewaskum, is ranked #1 in this state by Wisconsin Grappler in Division II.
He's doing a good job creating some pressure here on top, trying to make it hard for Landon Fick, the senior out of Plymouth, to get any kind of momentum to come out. So we're seeing a good turn, a good circling towards that head, making a lot of heavy pressure away from the feet where we want to be. Looks like we had a tough loss for Aloya Schlumpf on our other mat, but we'll encourage all of our wrestlers winning to keep fighting hard. We're happy for all of our finalists as we get to watch them going forward in the day.
Not a whole lot of action. You can see our referee encouraging a little bit of action here.
Yeah, doing a good job keeping that right hand in on the thigh, that left hand in a bit of a claw or half Nelson kind of position. Circling to the left, making a lot of heavy pressure. But again, not getting any kind of good reaction out of Landon. He's doing a great job staying tough on the bottom. So that'll bring us to the end of the first period here. Going to get a choice for second and see what shakes out. Choosing to go neutral. Landon Fix wants to see if he can get some offense of his own going. Say, hey, I'm going to get a takedown. I'm going to come up and match this 3-3.
That's the beauty now of the new scoring system. Of course, it used to be 2 points, Eli. They've switched it over to 3, and let's get a little more offense.
Really slow, yeah. We had a very intense match this morning. Had a quick, and I mean quick, tech fall in the first. I mean, you get 3 points for a takedown and only 1 point for an escape. You get to rack up those points super quickly if you can say, hey, I'm a better wrestler on my feet.
Ooh, nice single leg there by Fick.
Yeah, doing a great job getting his head up, coming out the back door.
What do you do here?
We want to see one hand on the bottom of the knee, pushing it over our head and getting to one side.
Little push-pull type deal right there.
Absolutely.
Instead, we're going to get called as a stalemate. That was an opportunity for Fick.
Absolutely, but Ethan Immel did a great job covering those ankles, staying tough, knowing where to be.
Hey, there's a reason that Ethan Immel from Kewaskum is rated #1 in the state. See a little inadvertent. He said, I apologize. We're going to award 1 point for red. I kind of missed it there. It looked like maybe a little hand that kind of got into the eye.
Yeah.
Maybe a little punt. I mean,
You know, Ethan saying, hey, you know, little hand on the chest. My bad.
My bad.
Didn't mean to do it. Let's
Still
just
got
keep
a
wrestling.
smile on his face here. Let's see if he
Absolutely.
gets back to business.
Looks like they're both having a fun time.
Another shot, a little too far out there from
Good shot.
Fick.
Yeah, but he knows he's got to get moving, right? We're down
Love to see it.
3-0.
You'd
not
love
out
to
of it.
see it.
Absolutely.
Not afraid of the challenge here is the senior Landon Fick from Plymouth.
Here we go. Like to see maybe a little bit more of a tie-up for Fick. Maybe see if we can work to more close range shots. Those far distance kind of things don't seem to be working. But hey, you know, maybe we're setting something up for the third period.
If you're Ethan Immel, I wouldn't mind. He's, ranked #1 here, kind of playing on the defensive side of things right now with that 3-1 lead in the second period. Realizes short time, not doing much here, either wrestler. Not willing to make that last-minute mistake. I'd like to see him a little more aggressive.
Yeah, definitely looks like Ethan saying, hey, I'm going to put this on you. I've got my lead. I'm comfortable being up 3-1. Not a huge lead, but he's saying, hey, that's enough for me.
He's gonna just say, yeah, I'm gonna cut him loose. I'm gonna try to get a takedown here. I have 2 minutes. I'm down by 3. So if you're Fick, the senior, he knows he's gonna have to get a takedown if he's gonna want to advance today.
Absolutely.
2 minutes left to do it. Instead, we're in on
Nice
a really
shot.
quick shot. Haven't seen him shoot in a while, and maybe you should be doing more of that. That was
Yeah.
great. Great
It's a-
shot. Still no
great job
points.
circling. He was in a very good position.
And he
Fick's
still
doing a
hasn't
great job
finished.
with defending this position. He has an opportunity to keep his hips high and come out on top. But we get a stoppage here for potentially dangerous.
Ooh, and it looks like maybe a little knee, kind of hurt his knee a little bit there, which is why we stop it right away. Great sportsmanship there.
Yeah, Ethan showing it like, hey, hope you're doing all right, man. Nothing I wanted to do. I don't want anybody to get hurt, and we like to see that. Getting a little check for blood. Getting a little break in the action. You know, it's times like this where maybe we're getting a little talk from the coach in the corner saying, hey, here's the game plan going forward. Wondering what the coaches might be saying to Ethan Immel, the senior in the lead, 4-1. What do you think, Ryan?
Well, what I was just saying, he kind of took a decent shot, didn't finish it. It could have costed him, could have tied that match up. It's more, hey, if make sure, you got to finish your shots because you don't want to give one up on your over aggressiveness, right?
Absolutely. I do like he came out, got his 1 point escape. Landon
Tapped
Fick
right
saying,
away.
hey, I'm going to let you up. And Ethan didn't wait a second. He was shooting in, trying to stay offensive. Maybe he was just saving up a little energy at the end of the second.
I think so, maybe. Now they get a little break here. Hopefully the knee is okay for Landon Fick.
It's good to see him standing up on his own. Looks like he's walking around okay. Give it a little rub. Talk to the trainer. We are very thankful to have the staff that we do. We have athletic trainers here to help deal with our injuries as they come along.
They are the best in the business, Tyler and Eric. We appreciate them so much. Tyler, I'm sure, he loves being here, but I'm sure he'd love to be fishing up in the Upper Peninsula. Another Youper.
Absolutely. Whenever we're not off doing the rest of our hobbies, we're here wrestling, right? So good to see Landon Fick saying, hey, I'm good to go. Let's finish this out tough.
So 4-1, 1:30 left. Great, exciting action here. This has been a great match.
Interesting to see if we get a little bit of action from Fick trying to take the offensive side.
Fick had that last shot, couldn't quite finish it. Let's see how this match unfolds. Kind of just a far away double leg there, just to kind of give the appearance of it. Again, the hand fighting to the head has been pretty incredible.
Hard, yeah, getting pretty intense here, but both of these guys aren't backing down, and we like to see that.
All the way down to 1 minute left for your chance to make it to the finals. Both shoot at the same time, kind of collide in the chest there.
simultaneous level change there. It's
Ooh,
interesting.
nice little fireman's
Nice
carry right to the
shot.
back. Nope, he's not going to give him any of the points, but there's the 3 for the takedown.
3 for the takedown. Coming out on top saying, hey, putting in this short time work, taking my lead from 4-1 to 7-1. And I'm going to be dominant in this match. We like to see it. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a Landon Fick comeback maybe. We'll see some offense from the bottom.
And now we got a little blood time here, another little break in the action. And yeah, to follow up on Bayport's own Loya Schlump, looks like he did fall in the semifinals 3-2. You know, sometimes these losses, it fuels you for bigger things, right?
Absolutely.
You lose early in the season. You can't keep your head down. This is a battle, not the end of anything. So only great things ahead for Aloyas the rest of this year.
Yeah, so we have one injury stopping earlier in the match. We got another blood time stoppage here. These wrestlers should definitely know their game plan by now, right? We've got time to get the little pep talk from the coach saying, hey, this is our position. This is how much time's left. Here's what we got to go for. So both these guys should be thinking, I know what I'm doing when that whistle blows. Interesting to see how Ethan Immel's trying to take his time, stay at space until he's ready to go. And when he is, man, he really shoots in there and gets some offense going. But maybe Landon Fick can take advantage of that slower, defensive-minded pause and make a little bit of an explosion. Now, interesting choice, Ethan Immel going neutral here, given the one escape right away with 31 seconds left.
And if you're Ethan Immel, you feel pretty confident on your feet when he has taken a shot and completed it. He's gotten 2 takedowns here today. That one a little too far away.
Yeah.
And as they go over this, things have been getting a little physical here this match. You know, the blood's boiling. These guys both want it. This is a big tournament.
Well,
sometimes you got to go get it.
You know, everybody talks about contact sports, and yes, there is contact in basketball and football and whatnot, but all of the sport of wrestling is in contact. So it's good to see these guys going out there wrestling hard.
Only 9 seconds left here as this match comes to conclusion. Is 7-2, and he kind of tries to go for a little head throw here.
A little head throw at the end, saying, "Hey, I got nothing to lose."
3 points as the crowd. And it looks like we may have seen some history as Ethan Immel just got his 150th win.
Wow.
The crowd's cheering. Congrats to Ethan Immel
How about that?
on his win. And we got to sit here and watch his 150th career win.
It's very impressive to see a wrestler who can accrue 100 wins in a high school career, let alone 150. So good job for Ethan Immel getting that milestone win, coming out and wrestling hard.
And I got some exciting news. I already know who our next match is.
How
After
about that?
peering around a little bit. Things are starting to improve here at Bayport for the B crew.
Hey,
This
how
is
about it?
Brian LeClaire and Eli Comp, of course, along with Connor Olson. Thanks again for joining us today. Still got some chatter going on here from Mr. Immel. And, you know, you see this quite a bit, Eli. It looks like we're going to have another Kewaskum wrestler. So if you're Ethan Immel, what does that mean? It means you got to have a good wrestling partner to become the #1 guy in the state.
Absolutely.
You need that in the room. And we're going to bring you another great matchup here between Lincoln Bastian and Braden Lohr from Kewaskum. And Lincoln is ranked number 8 in the state in Division I. And Braden is rated number 7 in the state for Division II. So, I mean, this is
So you got a number 7 ranked guy at 150 who's working in the room with our 144-pound number 1 ranked wrestler at Kewaskum. So I'm sure those things do have something to do with each other, right?
Yeah, when you have that wrestling partner, nothing's better than that, let me tell you. So, again, we got another semifinal matchup of ranked wrestlers. And let's be honest, the Division I to Division II isn't that big of a stretch anymore when you consider
Absolutely
LC
not.
as a Division I. They've historically been a lot lower than that.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the kinds of talent that can come out of such a different environment of schools.
And Lincoln Bastian, I'm assuming, is a brother or cousin of Blake Bastian, another great wrestler from
that's
LC.
not a bad guess. Yeah.
And Lincoln, just a freshman, making his appearance here in the semifinals. So great things ahead for Lincoln Bastian as he trails right now 3-0 to the senior Braden Lohr from Kewaskum.
So Braden came out aggressive, got that first takedown. Then we got a quick exchange of things, and now we're having a little bit of a talk with the ref from the Luxembourg side. Maybe they feel like they should have gotten a point, but we'll have that hashed out, and we'll get right back to the action. Luxembourg's one of those towns that usually has a third, a fourth, a fifth generation kind of wrestler coming out on the mat. So, like you said, having that gap being so small from Division I to II, when you've got generations of wrestlers behind you, you can produce some pretty talented kids, and that's what we like to see.
La Coleman, Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
And Gladstone, Michigan. Let me tell you,
Well,
Eli,
yeah,
us
absolutely.
Gladstone Braves back in the day.
Back in the heyday.
Back in the heyday.
How about that? But
a little bit of scrambling. I tell you, Lincoln is an impressive-looking freshman.
You know, a lot of this ankle grab, a lot of rolling, a lot of leg dives, this is kind of stuff that you can see on your Big Ten wrestling at a collegiate level. So it's awesome to see these guys.
Absolutely. Let's see, what is Lincoln?
Knowing this kind of technique and being comfortable in these kind of positions. So we'll see what ends up happening. We
Trying
got
to get that
one
ankle out,
here,
and
one
he
ankle
does
there.
in a great job of combination wrestling. He went down to his butt, and it looked like he was in a compromising situation. You know, that's when you see a special wrestler. They're in a bad spot, and they can get themselves into a good spot right away.
Absolutely. It looked like Braden had an opportunity to be aggressive. He took it. He came right in, but Lincoln did a very good job staying in the right position and looking like he was making the better of this. He's keeping his hips higher. He's trying to progress towards that takedown.
That ankle. No points awarded here. We got short time, 15 seconds left. In a great
we can get maybe some points
period.
right at the end of the period here.
And there is reversal called for Lincoln Bastian, and we're down to 1 second. It'll make it a 3-2 contest.
Looks like Braden is very comfortable getting in a bad position, but rolling right out of it. You know, he's not worried. He's like, I've got an ankle. Watch this. Very comfortable in those interesting positions.
Young freshman gaining a little bit of confidence here. And Lincoln throwing in that leg.
A little bit of a cross body ride here coming from the top. Like to see that aggressive stance. He's trying to bring that arm over, trying to hook the head.
And you can see that's a great job. You don't have to break them down when you do that. Bastian knows that because he's got great hips. You got to have great hips if you want to ride the leg.
Looking to create a little spladle action here.
And
loses the
instead
leg.
he loses the grip, but right back in, so no points awarded yet. And we're back into that same position. I tell you, this is a great matchup of two great wrestlers.
So maybe if I'm Braden in that position, I want to take a second on that break, get my 1 point escape, and then come back in. You know, he's doing such a good job of being aggressive, not stopping the offense, but he's shooting right back in without getting any points. And instead of
it looks like we're going right to a cradle. What an excellent move from nowhere. He's already had 3 swipes. And the young freshman.
Trying to keep it tight, trying to make those adjustments. We got plenty of time left, over 50 seconds. He breaks the grip.
Looks like
now he's looking to come up on top and advance.
Great job by Braden there, breaking out of that. He knows now he's not in any danger of getting the fall, and he's just going to try to work out here, see if he can't get anything going.
Looks like Lincoln's looking at the ref saying, hey, where are we at? I'm all right.
And
let's come up on top and reset.
Great job by Lincoln Bastian there.
Taking advantage of those scrambles, getting a great tilt, coming up with 4 back points and now being on top.
6-3, and it looks like you got to get that head up or he's going to be looking at another cradle action here. Bastian doing a good job driving that leg right in between. Right into the crotch and just keeping constant pressure. His hips are actually off of the ground.
Very good job driving that chest forward. He's got an armbar in on the left side. And what we were talking about earlier with those arm bars, we see a lot of wrestlers lift them. He's not making the mistake of lifting that arm bar. He's driving it down.
Driving it right into the chest.
Pinning those shoulders down and making it tough.
And what a great match here as we begin the third period.
Lincoln's choosing to go down. He says, I'm
Are
going
you
to go get my
surprised
one.
he's going down here?
Not at all. I
Not
think
at all?
he's been settling into this match as it goes on and saying, hey, I gave up a quick 3 at the beginning, but I'm confident in my stuff. And see, now Braden's saying, hey, I'm not even going to bother riding. I want to go get my takedown. I want to be on top. Lots of good movement, lots of good hand fighting, head changes. Coming in to an interesting kind of a falling into a shot there. Putting that ankle over his head and trying to elevate.
And
Doing a great
Bastian
job.
has been in some weird positions today, but always seems to come out on top. Just got great body control.
Control and awareness,
Just
absolutely.
Great mat awareness. His body control is unbelievable. He can be in weird, uncomfortable situations and not panic.
Yeah, see, he's doing a great job. He's like, hey, my leg's caught up, but I'm just going to keep facing the right way, keeping my hips where they're supposed to be, and trying to work through this position. So Braden Lower's making a great effort to try to create some scrambles, create some interesting positions, but Lincoln Bastian is not backing down at all.
And a great job by our official. I forget the guy's name, but I tell you, he's from Coleman, played baseball, wrestled. One heck of an athlete back in the day. Competed in both sports, I believe, at St. Norbert.
Yeah, he's been a great ref for us for several years. I remember having him at tournaments that I wrestled in, and he's always been a very stand-up guy. So we appreciate him and all of our other officials today here at the Battle on the Bay.
And we will, don't worry, folks, we will get into it a little bit more with Eli Komp and kind of his wrestling career and mine. We got time to fill once the third place matches come up.
We'll have to spin some yarns. And
we'll have to, when you get a couple wrestlers together, they can talk for hours and hours.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what did you do? What weight were you
Do
at?
you know this guy?
Yeah.
Were you at this tournament? Oh, you know
I know
practices?
him.
Yeah.
Did you know that his dad was at, there's all kinds of
That's
rabbit holes
all
to
I
go
tell
down.
you, wrestlers
But
are
for right now,
special.
we're going to focus on the match at hand. We've got 1:13 left in the third and a 7-3 matchup.
And if you're Braden here, you really got to go on the attack. You're trailing by 4. That first takedown's the most important here. I mean, we know you need to get a takedown.
Yeah, these guys are doing a great job being physical, being aggressive. Nobody's slowing down. Wrestling all the way to the edge of that, getting that out of bounds call and coming right back to it.
Just kind of right off the whistle, kind of going for that outside single. But
Again.
Bastian again, right in that hips. He's controlling the middle of the body,
Doing a great
nonstop.
job controlling the parts he needs to.
It's incredible that a young freshman already has that. But let's be honest, these freshmen today, they're wrestling year round. If you're a Bastian,
Absolutely.
you're probably going to AWA. You're going to a wrestling club. You're going somewhere, and you're spending a lot of time on the mat.
And my guess is if you're a Luxembourg wrestler, you've got 17 cousins that wrestle too.
Yeah.
So he's got plenty of partners, plenty of mat time,
He
as
knows.
all of these kids do in the finals of
Ooh,
our
and
Battle
Laura
on the
now
Bay
getting
brackets.
in nice. Got to try to swim that arm up, get a little control behind. But again, Bastian,
Doing a great
job with
working
his
through,
hips.
never giving up on a position. So he's trying to maybe work for a cradle here, trying to split one hand in between the arms and the head, lock up a leg and start driving in. But it looks like Braden Lohr's probably in on a leg, trying to make that difficult. So here's another three-point
There's the
takedown.
3. So the
At the end of
freshman,
the
Lincoln
period.
Bastian from Luxembourg Casco is going to advance to the finals with a big win. You can tell he's excited, folks.
No kidding. He's got some fire in him.
Hey, I would too if I was a freshman and just about ready and going to my first Battle on the Bay finals. I mean, how
Absolutely.
incredible. What a great start to the young man's career. I guarantee you we're going to be seeing him for the next few years.
No kidding. It's great to see that that kind of energy coming out of the kids and all the support that we get in the stands for our wrestlers here.
I mean, it means a lot to win this tournament, not only for your team and, of course, the individual aspect, but this is important. You're wrestling other ranked wrestlers.
Yep.
That's only going to help you as, your goal of winning a state championship.
Yeah, if
moves
I'm
forward.
a wrestler looking at, do I have what it takes to get into those upper levels at the state tournament? If you come in and do a good job here at the Battle on the Bay, you can say, hey, I've got a shot. I can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. So it's great to see these guys having that kind of energy, being able to come out and compete like they do.
And another Kewaskum wrestler here, folks. We've had quite a few of them. Again, we only do have one one of the semifinal mats going on, but we've seen a fair share of Kewaskum wrestlers.
Getting into some interesting scrambles, legs flying through the air, coming out with back points early in the first. We've got Bryson Scholes and Benjamin Miller from Kewaskum and Wittenberg, respectively.
And guess what, partner? We got another ranked wrestling match here with Kewaskum, Bryson Scrolls, the junior, ranked number 2 in Division II, and Ben Miller, the senior, ranked number 3 in Division III. So 2 highly rated wrestlers once again here.
Yeah, doing a good job staying on their offense. Big level change, big sweeping shot from our Wittenberg wrestler on the bottom. Bryson's coming out with the better of that, the 3-point takedown there, and another escape.
Bryson's going to cut him and just say, I can do this all day.
I know what my gas tank's like. What's yours? That's what he's saying to Benjamin right now. Some great hand fighting. Maybe these guys settled in. A nice ankle picked attempt there from Bryson, but just misses it by a hair. We love to see that, staying heavy on the head and missing the ankle instead of losing the head and getting to the ankle. We see a lot of guys that are saying, hey, I'm going to go get this foot. I'm going to get my takedown, and put themselves in bad position. But Bryson's not making that mistake, and now he comes up with another 3-point takedown.
Another
and
takedown.
You guessed it, another cut.
He's going to cut him. So the Kewaskum junior feeling confident on his feet, and then he's going to get his 3rd takedown here. If he can keep that foot in, looks like he does.
Miller's
no,
doing
can't
a good
quite
job
get
getting
around.
that arm up.
Hey, good fight
Great
by
defense,
Ben Miller there.
keeping that elbow, the left hand on the elbow, and that right hand up high. So he's fighting out of a bad position here. Trying to run out the last 10 seconds, but he can't quite do it. So we got another takedown to put it up to 16-3 and a little bit of a ride out at the end of the first. So 2 green makes it 18-3, and that's a tech fall for Mr. Bryson
First
Scholes.
period right at the end. Just a great match. Came out attacking.
Absolutely.
And the junior from Kewaskum advances. And we finally get a Bayport Pirate wrestler, our
Here
very
we
own
go.
Cole Bartline. We don't even need to look it up.
How about that? But we still need to know who he's wrestling
Yeah.
against.
Well, if I was guessing, it would be Kewaskum.
So Cole here out of our Bayport wrestling room coming out, trying to get to the better of the hand fighting positions here against our Kewaskum wrestler. It looks like we're doing a little bit of a
Nice little
head-to-head,
fireman's
good
there by
fireman's,
Cole.
keeping that left arm tight and finishing his shot for 3. Right on the edge of the mat, like we've said all throughout our matches today, we want to see good technique and knowing that mat kind of awareness. Giving up a little one escape here. Don't hate it. Get right back into our offense. So we've got Cage Westman, who is a junior out of Kewaskum, and Cole Bartline, also a junior, right here from Bayport.
Hey, I called that Kewaskum, partner. We've seen quite a few of them here yet today.
They have some talented kids in their room, and I'm going to guess that this is not our last Kewaskum wrestler that we'll see.
And we're seeing 2 juniors go at it here today with Cole Bartline ranked number 9 in the state at 165. I would actually not be surprised if Cole doesn't get down to 57 at some point this year.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Love seeing him come back and get right at it after such a great football season. And
Yeah.
Cage Westman from Kewaskum also ranked number 13 in the state in Division II.
Yeah, Cole's doing a good job. He worked through a little bit of a tilt. Didn't quite land where we wanted, but moving right into the next piece of offense here. We got an arm bar on the right hand. Trying to
Cole
look
gonna
for a little
suck
bit
it
of
back
control.
a little bit. I love
Hand
it.
on the chin. Want to see those hips low just like he's got them. That chin right on the chest. Now he's switching to a little bit
And
of
he
a
just
reverse
needed
half.
to break down that arm. He's got 20 seconds left. Let's see if he can finish it. And
Trying
looks
to suck
like
it in
he's
tight,
gonna,
but he can't quite get a fall.
but he'll
Getting
take
his 4 points and staying on top.
he'll take those 4 points and take a commanding 10-1 lead here with 10 seconds left in the match.
In the first, that is.
In the first, not the match.
Staying heavy here. Got that little leg lock. Doesn't look like we're getting anywhere, and we run out the first period.
Great job by Cole here, just coming out hot.
That's something that Cole's definitely familiar with doing. That kid's got a gas tank, and he's not going to let anybody slow him down. going neutral, trying to score those points, those big three-point takedowns. Maybe get a tech fall if we stay on the offense here for Cole. Cage Westman's probably trying to say, hey, I want to get my offense going. I'm going to get myself right back in this with a takedown of my own.
You just got to go for that best shot. Try to set it up any way you can. Try to crawl back into this match.
Absolutely. Got a little bit of a tangle up here. It looked like Cage had both arms tangled up, was able to get those out, but another great fireman's out of Cole.
Great fireman's. He got in so high and tight on that
So
arm, he
good of a
didn't
shot.
need to do anything with the leg. I mean,
Absolutely.
he used all upper body on that. Great little move there. And a quick victory for Cole Bartline. His dad Kurt's excited. He says boom, and that'll be hey, first Bayport wrestler we've had advance to the finals today. Cole Bartline went out, took care of business for the Bayport Pirates. Great match by Cole. And hey, we couldn't say, we also got to throw a little, hey, thanks a lot, Reds Excavating, for everything you do for the Bayport Pirate program. One of the biggest sponsors here, the biggest sponsor at Battle on the Bay. We appreciate Kirk and everything that they do for our community.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Cole on that aggressive win and moving to the finals. Now we've got our matchup at 190.
And they're moving quick, folks.
We've got Sawyer Daly from Plymouth and Brady Stammer out of Homestead. These guys are coming out aggressive, a little bit of an ankle control, trying to bring that high, but doing a good job by trying to stay balanced, giving up a three, but right back up to our feet here. Trying to keep moving, keep switching, trying to get right back to our escape. Keep that offense rolling.
And wouldn't you know it, partner, we got a battle of ranked wrestlers once again as Brady Stammer from Homestead is ranked number 6th in the state, Division I. And Sawyer Daly from Plymouth ranked number 3 in the state in Division II. So here we got another top 10 matchup.
Yep, Brady did a good job fighting through that takedown.
Great takedown there.
But gives up another 3 to Sawyer with just over half of our first period gone. So it looks like Sawyer Daly's trying to settle into some control on top. Got into a bit of a better position on this second takedown, maybe trying to set up some tilt or a little cradle action here. Peeling those fingers, trying to make it tough, trying to make it gritty. Set up some offense for himself there. Getting a quick reset. Trying to think, what move am I going to right off the whistle? And how am I going to keep him down? Coming out to the right side. Going a little tight waist. Getting that hand moving over the head, trying to give him something to think about.
Giving him the business a little bit up there.
Yeah, absolutely, you know. Don't want to make anything
Hey, you're going to move? You're going to move? How about you just take this forearm to the chin?
To the chin, to the nose, to the face, you know. It's like, hey, I know I don't like it when that happens to me, so
you can see
I'm going to try to get you to move.
Ooh, trying a little suicide cradle there. A little dangerous here, but he goes back to it, locks it up.
Standing up on his head. Didn't quite get that lock as tight as we'd like to see before going over.
Not really sure. Are we going to get any points here? I'm thinking
Brady
no
Stammer had a
points.
position to be.
Still locked. Coach is looking for maybe a little reversal. He says no, absolutely not. And of course, Mr. Shefchik was right there, also agreed, breaks everything up, says there was no points called. We got 2 officials doing a great job. Boy, I tell you, if you're Brady, though, I'm probably not going back to that move. Make sure you got it a little tighter next time, because that could have been really, really bad for him.
Brady Stammer was our bottom wrestler in that position. It looked like he had a bit of a opportunity to come up with the mistake from Sawyer being a little loose in his cradle attempt. But now Brady's got a chance to work on top. Doesn't seem like he's doing a whole lot. We'd like to see a little bit of a change from left side to right side, a little bit of a change from
just
claw ride to a
kind of
jam.
got up there a little high. Didn't look like he was really interested in riding too much.
No, I think he was just waiting, saying, hey, I'm going to let you have the first move, which can work out sometimes, saying, hey, I'll see what you give me. But right now, Sawyer Daly's getting the better of this matchup.
Nice little single leg there.
Trying to club that head in. He's got this same shot he had the first time on his takedown. He's got that ankle up high, running him out of bounds, but no points awarded here. Going to reset in neutral. and see who comes out more aggressive.
Sawyer obviously pretty confident. Would have liked to seen him try to take him down to the mat inbounds there.
Yeah, it's always good to see that that mat awareness and bringing that wrestler back in, saying, hey, you think you can get away from me, but I'm going to pull you back. A little bit of hand fighting, a little bit of a slower pace here at 190 than our lighter matches, but great offense coming out of Sawyer Daly here, in on another shot, trying to get that hand up to the head, get his three-point takedown just like that.
Got that knee right
Sliding
in the
him right
hip.
across
He's got
the
in
whole
between
mat.
the legs. Got to be careful here, and there's a potentially dangerous little neck issue.
Yeah, Sawyer Daly says, hey, my bad. Wasn't what I was trying to do, but we'll get a little quick reset and keep wrestling.
Sawyer Daly now up 10-1 here with 48 seconds left in the second period.
Looks like Brady Stammer is taking his time, kind of saying, I'm going to let you take the first move here, Sawyer, and might not be the best strategy working out, but hopefully he can get some offense going, come out and be a little quicker going into the last 30 seconds of the second period here. Sawyer Daly's doing a good job trying to maybe take a little ankle ride. He's got it hooked, trying to elevate it a little bit, but if I'm the top wrestler here, I want to lift that ankle. I want to put one toe in the mat, that right toe, and I want my left toe up in the air above my back if I can get it up there. So he's coming off that ankle right now, trying to work the head, trying to chop those arms, trying to maybe trap a wrist. Keep working through the last 3-4 seconds of this period here. Staying on top, staying aggressive. So now it's going to be Brady's choice going into the third. And we'll see what he comes up with. But that's not going to happen until after a little bit of blood time. So a little bit of a interesting decision, a little bit of a disagreement by the coaching staff on the first period here. We always like to see people being involved, but we always remind our coaching staffs to stay respectful. We love to see the sportsmanship that these kids bring to the mat, and we love seeing the emotions, but again, always doing that in a respectful manner. So here we are, blood time stopped. We're ready to go at the third period in our 190 matchup.
And
Sawyer Daly and Brady Stammer.
looks like we found a little more blood, so we'll be right back right back in action here in another minute or so, huh? Maybe we didn't spot that blood the first time, or
Well,
we're still
we get all the
dripping
blood
a little
off the
bit.
wrestlers, and then we have to check the mat, and then somehow the wrestlers get more blood on them. You know, it's one of those things that one little speck here is not hard to miss. So we appreciate all these guys working hard, cleaning it up, keeping our wrestlers safe, everybody clean. We got Tucker Athey in a little matchup on our other
Tucker
match.
getting ready to battle.
But
Always
we are
love
back
watching
underway
Tucker
here.
wrestling.
Third period kicked off. We got another great hand fighting battle going on to kick us off in the third period. Sawyer Daly trying to set up a little collar tie elbow, which is exactly the same position that Brady Stammer's sitting in. So who's going to come out with the more offensive position?
Sawyer Daly kind of controlling things here this match.
Yeah, up 10-1 in the third. Might not be thinking I need a whole lot of points, and he'd be right. Good forehead to forehead, staying in good position. Brady Stammer's got to be thinking, I need a big move.
Need to get your offense going here. He's got 1:10 left in the third period. Winner, of course, advances to the finals.
So we can get 7 points in a matter of seconds here with our higher point value scoring, but 7's not going to be enough. So we need to get one set of points and then another if I'm Brady Stammer.
And Sawyer Daly not content with just sitting on the head, draining any time. He starts getting into his offense after the shot from Brady.
Yeah, Brady's in on a hip. He's trying to work his way, feet going left,
Finish it, Tucker.
shoulders going right. But Sawyer Daly's doing a good job staying on that crotch lock and getting his hips up higher. Coming up behind.
Back in this
Maybe
kind of
creating a bit of a-
compromising
yep.
position
A
there.
little potentially dangerous just to reset. So just under 30 seconds left here out of our 190-pound bout. We've got a quick shot off the whistle and a reshot by Sawyer. Looks like he's circling to the right, trying to get back behind, trying to find that other leg. See if he can't expand his lead here right at the end of the match.
Finish.
So we're doing a little bit of hand fighting here. Nobody's pushing the pace, saying, hey, I like what I did with this match. I know what I can work on next time, but I'm not going to do any more in the end of it here. So we've got Sawyer Daly, the senior from Plymouth, coming out the better of this one at 10-1 in our 190-pound bout, advancing his way to the finals at the Battle of the Bay.
Great match by the number 3 ranked wrestler in the state in Division 2. Moving on to the finals. Meanwhile, Tucker Athey in a 0-0 match at the start of the second period.
Huh? We got another 190 matchup here.
Looks like maybe
a quick start with a little underhook power tie kind of action. And a little bit of hand fighting, but nobody's saying, hey, I'm going to commit to this too hard. I'm going to reset maybe a little bit of a collar tie, but I'm going to keep my distance, feel it out. So a clean break. We've got Owen Schacht and Drake Peterson from Michigan and St. Croix Falls. We got a 3-point takedown for that little okie choke kind of position with that right leg hooked in, laced over the ankle, now coming out of it and coming over the hips pretty square. Chopping that little elbow down, doing a little tilt action, but getting a little loose on the hips and giving up a reversal here. So Drake Peterson now has a chance to work on top, staying on an ankle, hoping to come back into that dominant top position and work his offense from there.
And once you know it, Drake Peterson is ranked number 4 in the state of Wisconsin in Division 2, and Owen Schott from Michigan is ranked number 1 in Division 3, so another ranked matchup.
Doing a good job, staying in good position, trying to work, trying to see what the other guy's going to give him. Not being super aggressive here, right on the edge of the mat.
For all Bayport Pirate fans listening in, which I believe is probably most of our audience, Tucker Athey has taken a 4-0 lead over on the other mat, semifinals. Just a great day of packed wrestling, ranked wrestlers. Just great action all day today.
We got a caution for a little bit of a misplacement on the hand for our referee's position, but we're going to get that straightened out and right back to the action. A little cross-face cradle attempt here out of Drake on top. Doesn't quite get that head to come down to the leg, so we're going to see where he goes next. Again, riding that ankle. Popular ride for these kids these days. But Owen Schott's doing a good job getting that foot out of there. Getting control of that hand, trying to get his legs down to the mat.
And
coming over on top
good
with his hips
mat
up.
awareness there. Let's see,
no
we got
change
short
in
time,
control.
10 seconds left here. Let's see if he can get some points.
So Drake's going to be hanging on for dear life on that foot, trying to say, hey, I don't want to give up any points.
And good scramble, no
He
points
makes it all the
awarded.
way to the end of the period without giving an escape.
What a great matchup here at 190 pounds.
So Drake Peterson's choosing to go down to start the second period. He wants to get that 1-point escape and make this an even 3-3 matchup. We got a caution for Owen now. Looks like the same deal, getting that placement of the hand not quite right. Trying to get a little bit of an advantage.
Trying to hit this switch real hard here, and he does.
Got
He
it.
finishes it. Good little switch off the whistle.
Doing a great job fighting through that position. Definitely didn't get it in a flash. Got to the right spot and kept fighting right through it, which we like to see. Now he's back in that same position. Owen Schott had a good chance to control that hand, post it, and almost come out with the points, which seems like he's in a very similar position right now. So hopefully he can use that hand that he's got 2-on-1 to post to the mat and work forward, work up, get an escape, and tie this matchup.
Drake Peterson, the junior from St. Croix Falls. Owen Schott, also a junior.
So instead of getting the 1-point escape, Owen Schott gets a 2-point reversal to leapfrog Drake into the 1-point lead.
Takes a 5-4 lead. Great matchup here. Two ranked wrestlers.
Two ranked wrestlers doing good stuff. Trying that
Another
switch again.
switch, and you go back to the well, and he should get two.
Doing a great job.
Let's see if
keeping
he
those
gives it
toes
to
in.
him, and there's.
We're not giving the escape, or we're
He's
not giving
gonna-
the reversal, but we do have a 1-point
He's gonna-
escape, loss of control.
He's going to give him the escape, which is a good call there by a referee.
Yeah, Drake did a great job keeping those toes in, saying, hey, I don't want to go out of bounds. I don't have my points yet. I'm going to do everything I can to keep fighting. And he gets his 1-point escape for it.
And this has got to be our best matchup for the semifinals that we had, as we're tied 5-5 with 30 seconds to go.
5-5. Love to see these even matchups.
Tell you, Owen
Who
Schott
wants
has
it more?
really turned his offense on here lately.
Absolutely. He's got his head inside. So it looks like we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we're right back into it.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. I know you guys were still watching along, and a lot happened as we kind of lost power to our headsets for a little bit there.
But to recap, we are now in a 13-5 match.
What was 5-5 turned really quick.
Very
as Drake Peterson has taken an 8-point lead with 1:12 left. Again, points come fast. Points come fast in today's wrestling.
Absolutely. Drake doing a good job of taking advantage of those positions, getting from
Mishkat,
1 point
nice
offense
little
to the
roll
next.
here. We got a big guy thrown in the legs. You don't usually see 190-pounders
Not
and up.
as common. Definitely a little harder to keep more mass in the right position, which is very important when we're trying to do that leg riding offense. So a little bit more of a leg Turk action here, which is more useful at the heavyweight and upper weight levels instead of that leg riding. So we like to see Drake staying offensive here. And maybe Owen can get a hand on that hand, trying to come up to his feet. Little roll through like we saw earlier in the match, but doesn't quite come out all the way like he needs to get on top.
We got 20 seconds left here in the third period.
So we want to see a little bit of a stalling call and a break. That's all good.
14 seconds left here in the match, with Drake Peterson still leading 13-5.
So for Drake Peterson, giving up that stall call, it's not going to worry me too much. Going to keep doing what I'm doing. Up 8 like I am. Trying to come into a little headlock position maybe. Close. But 2 points being held maybe. No points? 2 points. Here we go.
2 points to make it 15-5 for the win, and on to the finals is Drake Peterson from St. Croix Falls with a 15-5 win. Books his place into the finals.
So here we go with our next mustachioed wrestler.
Tucker
out of
Athey with the
Luxembourg.
win there. We're giving high fives to Mom. Good win by Tucker today.
She makes some killer cookies. Have you ever had one?
I've had some cookies.
Oh
They
my
are
goodness.
phenomenal.
But back to the wrestling at hand. We've got a matchup at 2:15 here. Looking for some offense out of these wrestlers. Good job hand fighting, trying to get that first initial feel out. Where can I go? Where's my offense going to be for this match?
And Calvin Henderson from Luxembourg Casco is a senior. He's ranked number 11 at 215 pounds.
And then we have Cole Douglas from West Bend West.
Junior, both looking to punch their ticket to the finals.
Looks like Calvin is doing a little bit of a reaching hand fighting initiation, which could be taken advantage of. We do a little post and level change if we're Cole Douglas. See if we can take advantage of that. No points scored yet. These guys are doing a great job of staying in good position and bailing out when they're getting advanced on. So
Just trying to find an opening here to get a little offense going.
good level change from Cole, trying to create an angle, but Calvin recognizes it very well and backs out. So it's going to be a quick 30 seconds here to the end of the first, and maybe we'll end up 0-0. These guys are doing a very cautious job.
Not a lot of shooting. There's a little shot
there's
in a
a nice-
bad position. And good defensive wrestling.
A snap down go behind for Calvin Henderson to get his first three. Trying to stay
Cole Douglas
aggressive
trying
here
to
with a
get
big
one.
lift.
He can't do it. We had one little swipe there and a little topsy-turvy. No points were awarded. Still 3-0.
So it's a lot easier for our wrestlers to bail on that offense once their bottom wrestler stands up. But Calvin Henderson doing a great job, staying aggressive. Big lift, coming down on top in that tilt position. Doesn't quite get his back points, but doing a good job staying aggressive. Now we're going into the second period here. Cole Douglas is taking the bottom position, and Calvin Henderson is going to be looking to score from top.
Straight up, way to work right up, right away for the big fella.
Yep, another lift. Same as before.
Lift incoming, good job, good mat control, mat return.
Calvin Henderson doing a good job of his lifts. Lifting 250 pounds isn't that easy though, so maybe we get into the late part of the second or the third period. Now Cole Douglas gets his escape. So now we're at a 3-1 lead for Mr. Calvin Henderson. Now it's Cole Douglas's turn to say, I need to get myself into the lead and take this to the finals.
Got 1 minute, 15 seconds left here in the second period.
Guys leaning on each other. Cole Douglas doing a little bit of a reverse walk, trying to keep
now
his
he's
weight
in
back,
on
but
two
getting
here.
himself to a good shot. Coming out on top, getting his own three-point takedown.
To take a 1-point lead, he's up now 4-3 over Calvin Henderson is Cole Douglas, the junior from West Bend West, or East, I apologize.
It says West Bend West/East. So
Slay combined.
maybe West Bend together. Yeah, anyway, he's from West Bend.
Yeah.
Cole Douglas is trying to do a lift of his own. Doesn't quite get the return, same as Calvin, but he does stay in the top position going out of bounds. So Cole Douglas looking to stay aggressive, keep that weight on Calvin and make him carry all of that
34
extra
seconds left
215
here.
pounds.
I would expect Calvin Henderson here to quickly come up. You can see Cole has his hands on his head, trying to catch a little breather here.
Yeah, he might be feeling it a little bit.
And instead, it's a quick switch. And
doing a good
up
job
to
getting
a
the hips
stand
away.
up. Good mat return. Just holding on. We got 20 seconds here. You can see Calvin Henderson really working, trying to get an extra point here and tie
There it
this
is.
match up, and he does.
Now, that's a little bit of a body language coming off of Cole Douglas. Seems a little defeated giving up that one, but hey, you got to remember, you're tied. You're right in this.
You still got 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to punch your ticket.
Absolutely. So there's the end of our second period. We want to see these guys keeping the pace in the third.
Red's decision he's going to choose down is Calvin Henderson, the senior.
So Calvin's got to be thinking, hey, I already got one escape. Let's go get another one right away. Or just get the decision made.
It makes it a little bit easier. We're going to start from the neutral position here with Calvin Henderson from Luxembourg Casco with a 1-point lead, 5-4. Hey, this is anyone's match here.
Absolutely. We've seen a takedown out of both gentlemen. We've seen an escape out of both of them. So who's going to want it more?
Who's got something left in the tank to go and create a great takedown here and take advantage of the opportunity to wrestle in the finals? Nice little fireman's carry. Looked like a single.
Loses the arm,
Needs to
but
come up
does
for that
keep the
head.
leg.
Come up for that head, and he does. Great job.
Does a good job making the better of the position. So he loses that arm, which is what we want to go to, but he comes out with what he had, and that's finishing on that single low.
And Cole Douglas, he's got to dig deep here. I know he's a little tired. He's got 1 minute left. He trails by 4. What can he come up with here?
You get your 1-point escape. All you got to do is get a takedown, and you tie this back up. So we love to see Cole keep fighting, trying to get to a stand-up, trying to get that one knee up.
Great job of riding and bringing him back to the mat.
And now I'd imagine even if Cole Douglas does get to his feet, Calvin Henderson's going to sell out to do another lift, just like he did 2 times already in this match.
So our other semifinal matches have been completed. We are going to take a break after this match, and then once the gym gets kind of reorganized, we're going to move some mats. We will be back to you live a little bit later in the evening for the third place matches. And we will also be bringing you the finals. So I'm not quite sure how long that break is going to be. But, hey, it's cold outside. Come and join Eli and I for some great wrestling. I know we'll be definitely watching Aloyas Schlumpf in the third place match. Excited to see him, and hopefully he can get back on that winning track.
Then we'll also be looking forward to Cole Bartline.
Cole Bartline
as well as Tucker Athey
in the finals. Tucker Athey in the finals. So we got some Pirates still competing here in later this afternoon.
Absolutely.
Hoping Luke Weinberg can get healthy soon. I know he would be here and up to the challenge to face the senior Kale Weisgang from Seymour today. Would have loved to see that match. Get well soon, Luke. I know you're trying to get back. Look forward to seeing you out on the mat again sometime soon.
So here we are with the last 20 seconds of our third period. We've got a 1-point escape, so now it's just a 3-point takedown that Cole Douglas needs to tie this match up and send it to overtime.
Cole's got to go. 15 seconds left, and he is. There's going to be a warning here for stalling if this keeps up, and there it is.
Now, it's always funny to see the first stall call comes with about 9 or 10 seconds left.
You can see he's charging like a bull, but a little bit too late. Love to see him competing until the end. What a great semifinals we had.
Very good match from
We
both
had some
those
great
gentlemen.
matches amongst a bunch of great wrestlers. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Please reach out to us. If you know our text us. Reach out on the page. We'll be back with you.
Absolutely.
In a not sure exactly how much time, but follow along. We should be back here by 5 o'clock, I would hope. And from Bayport High School, this is Brian LeClaire, Eli Comp, and Connor